graphics. There's a lot of misunderstanding about the graphics cards nowadays. Most people, when you mention graphics, they think, oh, I don't play games. Fact of the matter is, it's not all about games, nor is it just about video editing and photo editing, although it does play a large part in those three things. Where the graphics card really comes into play for the average Joe is what it does is it deals with all of the stuff on your screen that looks pretty. That is, videos, photos, a large chunk of the internet, and of course games. If you were to watch a YouTube video without a graphics card, for example, you're liable to wind up with a lot of buffering happening. With a graphics card, you will either have none or a lot less. This is because the graphics card is essentially doing that job. The internet now is moving towards a graphics basis. So what's going to happen if you have a graphics card, the whole experience is a lot smoother. You don't have a graphics card, there's going to be a large portion of it that is going to be a lot more painful. Keeping in mind that the majority of computers are actually designed to operate with both a processor, which does the main job of moving the computer forward and taking all the calculations, and a graphics card, which deals with all of the moving stuff, the pretty things, the pictures, the ads. If you only have a processor, you're trying to get a portion of the computer that was not designed to do that job on its own to do it all for it. The majority of computers out there that don't have graphics cards are also on the lower end of the scale. So what you're doing is, rather than getting a high-end processor doing it by itself, and often they can handle it for the general stuff, you're getting a low-end processor to do it. It's not going to cope with the job anywhere near as well. So if you're struck with a choice between two computers of a similar price, one has a graphics card, the other does not, get the one that has the graphics card, even if the processor on it is slower, because you have a complete unit. It is going to cope and give you a much better overall performance than the other will. Even though it will be quicker in some things, this will be much better overall. Kind of like driving around in a convertible that doesn't have a top for when it rains.